Okay, now back to I feel everybody should know is how I became on the disability list. I've been a hard worker all my life. My family, my dad worked horses in the woods. I never had summer vacation. I was working with every chance that we had. We had to help dad with horses, so it was all hard work. I've operated construction equipment. You can't name a piece of big equipment that I haven't operated for any length of time and have good operating skills with that. I've driven big truck down the road for quite a few years, but with my big truck career, like anything else, I worked hard at it. I was one of them drivers, one of them solo drivers that did the miles of a team driver every week, week after week. So now, due to a injury I got in my lower back in the early 90s, herniation in my disc that I never took care of, kept on working. Now I have what's called degenerative disc disease. It pretty much, my lower back is shot. Anyhow, back to my invention. This is going to be hopefully my last video. Now, where I left off my first video was the big hydraulic pump. Now imagine this big hydraulic pump that runs log loaders or whatever. To give people an idea of the hydraulic turn motor I have in mind is slashers use it, for instance. I cut logs all day long unless it's on the landing. About this big around, about yay long, not a real big unit. Runs off a hydraulic pump that direct drive turns a big saw blade which cuts trees. Okay, now imagine that same hydraulic motor hooked to a gearbox, gear reduction, which will run a much bigger generator. And to make this quick and short, where I'm going with this is you might not be running at this point a generator the size of, say, the big wind generators, but you're one step away from running them hydraulically. Now you take the juice that you just put out with the last turn motor and run your biggest possible generator you can turn out of that. And use all that juice for one big motor that will turn to a gearbox these big wind generators. With the right gear ratios and the right reductions, there's no doubt in my mind that won't work. Now say for instance you're at this point and you got this big boy turning. Reach up, pull a switch, that's going to turn on a hydraulic pump, an electric motor, which will automatically feed a hydraulic system in this wind generator, which will turn itself and still produce a lot of juice extra compared to what it's using to turn this when you flip the switch. Now you can turn all the small stuff off and leave that for when you got to restart the big generator. Now the big generator should be turning on its own with its own hydraulic system, plus producing enough extra electricity to run your house. Or, go one better, use whatever is left over from turning itself to turn 2 or 3 or 4 more electric motors, each having their own individual pump, which now can turn other generators. Sounds like a good plan to me. All I gotta do is get people to understand that, I'm done dealing with it, so the reason why I'm doing this is to hope somebody will see it and use it. I'm the original inventor of this. I'm the original inventor of this idea, and I'll drive people to go with it. I'm done with it. I just hope somebody does do something with it and not just hurry up and patent it just to bury it. Okay, that's all I'll say about that. I guess let's go back to the beginning. My little generator that runs off of 12-volt batteries, an inverter. And in the beginning I said this was a dual purpose generator. Now let's eliminate these batteries, this car alternator, the inverter. Let's take that good size half horse to 2-horse electric motor and plug it in and draw some juice from good old electric companies that have been milking people for years. Okay, now that same little bit of juice that you're drawing from them, you can go through the same system that I just described minus the car batteries and the alternator, that type of stuff. And through the same steps, be running a big generator, which now you can power up your house plus sell electricity back to the electricity company. You get a check every month from them versus you giving it to them. Okay? There's so many different ways that this can go. It ain't even funny. But I can't get people to listen. People must think I'm crazy or something, whatever. Okay? People that know me know that I'm one of the best mechanics you'll ever see. Everything I've learned and taught myself. I'm good with tools. Two of my nicknames all my life have been Mr. Fix-It or the Master of Modify. Now, for instance, the Master of Modify, this is what I'm making this in. You can't really see it very good. Is I'm a true believer in recycling. Now, I took a 1998 Freightliner tractor trailer and a 45-foot old retired dry van, and I converted it into one of the nicest 3-bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, living room area, wood heat RV. And that's what I'm living in now because of my financial situation, and all my extra money has been spent towards trying to appease the patent office, but that ain't working, so I've had it with them. I just hope somebody sees this and, does something with it. I do, however, would like comments, emails, and I'm going to give out my email address right now on video and authorize YouTube and Google and whoever else I submit this video to give out to people. It's Tim LaPlante, TIMLAPLANT 22A at yahoo.com. Just consider this little schmeal of these videos as my personal contribution, hopefully to mankind, to the planet. Hopefully somebody will do something with it. So long, America.